I once read a passage that says, "Do not be conformed to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Why is it that the renewing of our mind is so important in order for us to deflect the unhealthy patterns of the world around us? There are plenty of unhealthy patterns, especially thinking patterns. There are so many negative messages that are coming our way daily that tend to tear us down and keep us locked up. Why is it that this passage reads that we must be transformed by the renewing of our mind? And the reason is because the battle for the victory in life begins in the mind. We have to get our mind right in order to go out and conquer the world and take life by the horns and live the life we've always wanted to live. And one simple way to do that is to put into effect these two practices, visualization and affirmation. Put those two into effect today to start seeing the results that you want. What's up, everyone? Ramiro Herrera here. Thanks for tuning in. I am going to share with you today two awesome and vital mind hacks that you can put into action right now, starting today, that will immediately begin to start and revolutionize your life. What I'm going to share with you today is going to help steer and point your life in the direction that you want it to go. Two mind hacks. Make sure you stay tuned all the way through the end of the video, because I'll share one bonus tip in addition to the two mind hacks that you can add on top of this to compound the effect and compound the return on your investment when you put these two mind hacks into effect starting right now. One thing you also want to do before you go any further is to smash that like button on this video. I mean it, smash the like button, because that helps get the word out. And if you like what you see, consider sharing it with your friends right away. Okay guys, number one mind hack that I want to share with you today is called visualization. Visualization. You have to understand here today, and I say have to because it's vital. If you don't get this next part, nothing I say is going to matter. Here it is. We all have what's called a subconscious. Our subconscious being, the part of our mind and our brain that takes information in and then utilizes that information to steer and guide our lives in the direction that it wants it to go. Keep this in mind. Your subconscious is what's in charge of your life. Whatever core beliefs you have in your life, whatever it is that you believe about yourself, whatever messages you've received about you, your life, and how you view life in general, has been soaked up and absorbed into your subconscious throughout the entire frame of your life. Up until this day, right now, your subconscious has been in charge, because throughout the entire course of your life, your subconscious has received messages without you even knowing it. And those messages have formed your belief about yourself and about your life. And when that happens, your subconscious then begins to steer your life sometimes in the complete opposite direction than you want it to go. Your actions, your daily habits, your daily actions are guided by your subconscious. Visualization is just a clever hack to give your subconscious the information that you want it to have in order for it to steer and guide your life in the way you want it to go. If you want to live the life you want to live, you first have to feed your subconscious the data that you want it to have in order for your life to begin to be guided and steered in the direction that you want it to go. And visualization is just a clever way to tap into your subconscious. And here's how it works. Visualization is you spending some time by yourself in isolation. This is the way I suggest you do it, by the way. A lot of experts will say you can do it differently. Spending time by yourself in isolation, where you close your eyes, keep them open, whatever works for you, and you visualize your life as you intend it to be. You see yourself living the life you desire, whether it's financial abundance, more enriching relationships. Perhaps you want to have more emotionally fulfilling intimacy with your partner or with your family. Whatever the case may be, wherever it is that you want to be in life, Start to visualize that today and do it by yourself in isolation. Devote a minimum of 7 to 15 minutes doing this. Now, that's going to be a discipline. For a lot of people who've never sat in isolation and in solitude for a few moments, turning everything off and just laying in your bed and doing this will be difficult. But I promise you that the rewards will be amazing and the return on your investment will pay off. Now, very important, this is not fantasy. It isn't like you start to visualize your life where you want it to be today and then all of a sudden tomorrow you're where you want to be. Progress takes time, okay? And that's what this process is all about. It's about making progress. But I guarantee you, you cannot start making progress until you get your mind right. And one way to get your mind right and get your subconscious on your side instead of working against you, one way to get your subconscious on your side is to start giving it the data that it needs to start helping steer your life. You'll realize very quickly, once you start putting this art of visualization into practice, that your daily actions and your daily habits will begin to line up with your ultimate goals. And that's very important because a lot of us definitely have huge goals and desire to have a great life, but our habits and our daily actions don't line up with that. One way for you today to get your habits and your daily actions to be in line with your long-term visions and goals is to hack into your subconscious through the art of visualization. Mind hack number 2, affirmations. Very important. Affirmations is the art of affirming yourself, of speaking life into yourself. You do this at the same time that you're visualizing, and it's like compounding interest that skyrockets the return on your investments through the roof. You are now giving your subconscious additional data, additional information that it will then absorb and start to steer and guide your life in the direction you want to go. I suggest that you take a moment and either Google or YouTube affirmations, download a few audios that you can follow along with, guided affirmations, and in doing that, you're going to find that something amazing is going to happen. Number one, almost immediately, you're going to feel more uplifted. You're going to feel better about yourself, because while you're affirming yourself and while you're visualizing your life where you want it to be, what you're doing is you're putting your system, your mental system, through a defrag. And through the process of that defrag, your subconscious begins to delete all the negative files. It doesn't happen right away, but slowly and over time, it starts to delete all the negative files, all the negative messages that you've received over the course of your life, or maybe even negative messages that you've said to yourself will begin to get wiped out of the picture. And then your subconscious will begin to fill your mind up and lay new neural pathways with the messages that you begin to give it through your affirmations and through your visualization. You've heard it said before, the battle starts in the mind. You cannot begin to make any progress towards your goals and dreams until you believe it here first. Guys, I guarantee you, if you begin to put these two disciplines into practice daily, devote 7 to 15 minutes a day to do this. Now, some experts would say to devote more, some less. Figure out what's right for you. I suggest no less than 7. And if you're new to this and it's hard for you to sit in isolation for too long, no more than 15. But I guarantee you, you put these two disciplines into practice, you will begin to see results, not just in your emotional and spiritual and mental well-being, but over the course of time, you will begin to see that you have made decisions. You'll look back and see that you have made decisions that have guided and steered your life in the direction you want it to go. And now for your bonus tip. This is going to be vital for you, okay? Choose one area of your life that you want to see improvement in. Maybe you want to overcome fear. Maybe you want to overcome addiction in a certain area. Or maybe you just want to make more money, whatever the case might be. Choose one area of your life to start this first. Put that into practice. Visualize yourself with that one area of your life, being where you want to be. Affirm yourself in that one area of your life. Start that off for at least a week or two and see how you feel. See if you've noticed that your actions and your daily habits now are in line with that goal. I guarantee you they will if you take this practice seriously. And by doing this bonus tip, by putting this bonus tip into effect and into work for you, it will help you because you won't get too caught up in thinking about everything that you want to accomplish, which is important too. But why don't you take a moment and work on one thing for now, especially if you're new to this practice. If you've liked this video, please don't forget to smash that like button and share it with your friends and help to get the word out on how other people could also start taking control of their lives today.